Welcome to Hive Scum, the podcast for that beautiful 28 community.
This is a podcast about scatting now.
This is a podcast about a cappella groups.
This is a podcast about scat now.
Yeah.
It's a scat podcast.
Scat pod, Hive Scat. Yeah, anyways, we're back. People's cell phones are on the table and they're peeking. They're making the mic go nuts. Yep. Anyways.
Who are you?
Oh.
Steve, put the fucking Cheetos away.
Yeah, Steve's got the Cheetos back out again. The culprit in the mix. Set up the wanted poster on to Town Crier. I'm Terry at Stone.Jaw on Instagram.
I'm Gage at No Clear Coat everywhere.
I'm Steve at South of Heaven.
I'm Phil at Blood Transfusion, and we are joined today by
I'm Tyler.
Dark
DG.
Tyler.
Oh, stop it. I'm Tyler at Tyler's at Reddit Painting.
Yes, and it's
Yay.
true. He is all right.
He's
That
great.
guy's all right.
He's all right.
Guys, all right. Tyler, actually, I just realized this is the first time we've done the podcast together because you
Oh
were,
my God, that's so true.
when they tried to replace me.
We did.
But the union said, "No to that, boys. I'm back, baby." Paul, the union guy, said, "You gotta play with me."
Real teamster.
Got him. That's why I pay my dues, people. Anyways, yeah. So now we're here together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at that.
begrudgingly.
Look at that, man.
That must be nice. What is this crazy model that you guys are
Don't
passing
talk
around?
about the model.
We can't talk about the model.
Why?
No,
If
you
you don't
can
want us to talk about your model,
I
why
know.
would you
Don't-
put it
I
on?
wanted to look at him.
He's the
It's
emotional
so
support,
cool.
Well, because I want to
emotional
paint right
support
now.
model while you're recording.
I don't want to record the podcast at 9 p.m. I want to paint my little toy at 9 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is very late.
It's late and the
Well,
ghost
too bad.
might haunt us.
You got
I know I'm not
four
supposed to talk
guns
about it,
pointed
though.
at you right
We're in,
now.
dude, we're in the corner.
I know we're in the corner.
We're in the corner.
I said it, and Steve, I don't think noticed that I
I
mentioned
heard
the
you.
ghost.
We're in the dark
He's like,
Tyler.
My
Lauren.
giant is stomping over the table.
Great, thanks, Steven. Wait, it's a giant in front of us?
No.
Dude. Well, it's a
Steve said
miniature
not to
giant.
talk about
It's
it.
a miniature giant.
Come on, dude.
10-foot dwarf.
10-foot
Oh.
jumbo shrimp.
Yo,
What do
you
they
ever
call those things? Where it's two
Jumbo
different
shrimp.
words that don't go together? There's a word.
Oxymoron?
Is it oxymoron?
Is it?
Thank you, sir. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's something like
There's no
that.
way to find out, so, you know.
Yeah, oxymoron.
Yeah,
I'm
is that it?
assuming, yeah.
Yeah, jumbo
Unless there's a
shrimp.
more specific.
No, I thought.
Yo, jumbo shrimp.
Yeah.
No, got
Speedy
shrimp.
hedgehog.
You guys hear that the unlimited shrimp literally put Red Lobster out of business?
Yes.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Wait, they're out of business?
Yeah, all Red Lobsters are closing up.
Because all you could eat shrimp.
I've never even been to a Red Lobster.
It's like incredibly mid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a fucking fast casual.
They
Make
don't
way
have
for
vegan
another.
options.
Oh, they got the cheddar biscuits that you get aren't vegan.
No.
Make way for another beautiful corporate restaurant to move in. That's what we want.
You
Yeah.
replace them all
Corporate
with Red Robins.
I went to Texas Roadhouse the other day with Haley.
There we go. That's a
She'd
good
never
one.
been.
I've never
She
been.
got fucking chicken tenders,
Wow.
and her chicken tenders were more than my steak dinner.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an imported good for Texas.
Yeah. Deep in the heart.
Which
they got
part?
it from Indiana.
What?
Yeah. Which part?
What are we wanting?
I don't know.
I
Which
don't-
part?
Which part of Texas?
Yeah. Name a part.
Bill.
Galveston.
Bill, Texas.
Guys, this is so we're recording
Hour.
about 12 hours later than we normally do. So this is going to be
happened?
this discussion is going to be of it's up in
Good.
the air
This
the
is
quality
content.
we're going to be putting
Yeah,
out
this
here.
is content.
I
for
should.
sure.
We were chatting about this today. If you guys haven't checked out the new episode of Head Swap
Yes.
with Magos Brewer.
Cody.
Cody.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah, I should give
Magos Brewer.
his name. It's great, and they talk about actual like intellectual.
Smart guys.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
a smart
yeah.
version of us. Yeah,
we're
Head
naming
Swap
and we're
podcast.
naming towns in Texas. Galveston, though.
Bill.
That's probably a name. Yeah, go ahead. Name one.
Tyler.
Gage.
naming
Texas.
towns. Bill.
Yo, Bill lives in Texas.
You guys know Bill, Texas, right?
Yeah.
Or cities. You could do cities too, Gage.
What? This is me?
This is
Austin. Why are we doing this?
I don't
Have you
know.
ever even
Austin is
been
a
to
little.
Austin?
It's a little
Yes.
obvious. That's
I
a little
have.
bit on the nose.
Okay.
Lubbock.
Dallas.
Marshall, Texas.
There you go.
Houston.
Oh, you already said Bill.
Cooper, Texas.
I'll keep Bill.
All right, nice.
Bill is my.
Oh, you're looking at me? Denton.
There you go. We all did
How about
one.
Katy,
Look at that.
Texas?
Beautiful.
Corpus
Denton.
How about
Christi.
Midlands? How about Amarillo? That's one of them.
Yeah, baby. Yellow.
Texarkana.
The Alamo.
The Alamo.
Sucks
The Alamo.
so much.
Where is the
I'm
Alamo?
gonna
Just
quit.
fucking move on.
I'm gonna quit.
No, the Alamo's in San Antonio, eh?
There's no.
A.
There's no way to know.
I think it
Terry,
is.
hey,
There's no way
hey
for us to
Terry,
know.
what have you been working on?
Stop, dude. We're not ending the good. This is top tier shit right
No,
here.
stop.
All right, guys. Anyway, so what I've been working on, definitely a lot of Skaven. I would say that my Skaven is probably the number one thing that I've been working on. So I'm trying to build this little regiment for
Some
OPL.
rank and flank.
What?
Little?
Well, I don't know.
How many models is it?
Actually, not as many as you would think, Steven.
I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of clan rats, as there always is.
How many do you own?
Well, I'm tapped out with. I have 3 units of 20.
I'll say you just got a bag of fucking 30 today.
What? From where? Where did I get these? I never saw this bag.
From
Is this-
Paul. It was in the chat.
Oh shit.
Well, I know he said it, but I wasn't going to be like,
Paul, where the heck is my rats?
fucking Skaven.
Give me my
They
rats.
appear to
that you
be
offered me.
on your desk.
Damn, there's
"Do
so
you
many.
really?
of
I
them?
was over there. I mean, listen, we'll always take more.
Dude, you'll build those and glue them right to a fucking artillery base, though.
Oh yes,
The
dude.
cannons and
dude,
shit.
I am so freaking amped on this. Anyways, I just was gifted by Paulie,
By Gage.
by
not Paul.
Paulie Morty.
So you jump from 60 to 90?
Yeah, now I got a freak another block of them coming your
And
way.
a giant rat from me.
And a
Wow.
giant rat from you, dude. This is sick. This is so sick. I love my life. So anyway, so I've been doing those things. I have never really dipped my toe into 2 things. One, list building. I've never built a list before I started an army, and now I have, I don't know, hundreds of orcs and no list. I have no direction for any of them, and I have a bunch of Nurgle units now with no list.
No
There's
agenda.
nothing. They're floating out in space. So the Skaven, I was like, I'm going to make a list. Well, now
Still
I have
mania,
to
baby.
remake the list because now I have another 30 clan rats to add
They're
to
trying
it.
to sabotage you.
But I want to make the whole army without painting. I mean, I painted some test models, which I'll get to in a second. But make the whole army, prime it, and then like speed paint
Yes.
it. I want to just experience the like YouTuber like, oh, I painted this whole army in 24 hours. I won't do it in 24 hours. I'll still break it up because I have a kid. But
You want to push through one whole project
Yes.
at once
I
and
wanna
just
just,
see what that's about.
Yeah, man.
cram through
See
it
how
as
much you
fast
hate
as I
it.
can. And so I am devising this whole scheme of how I can possibly do that. I came up with 4 different techniques that I could use. One of them is based on like what I've been doing recently, which is just like inks, transparent, like contrast stuff or whatever, just anything transparent, and then like wet blending white highlights in the top. Then the second one I wanted to do is like a TNP style, like he does on YouTube, which is like cram a bunch of colors in with acrylic, then oil wash on top, then take the paper towel and like wipe your little baby. And then the third one was It's What Evan style, only acrylics, gotten down to like a contrast paint, I don't know, consistency, and put it over them. And then the fourth one was going to be a
Airbrush, right?
a $1 billion clown farm style airbrush, but
Yeah,
I
BBC,
just got
yeah.
I was like, man, it would be cool, but I don't even know where to start on this. So I actually bailed on the airbrush technique. Sorry,
Coward.
I was going to do that, and then I was going to do streak and grime and see what that looked like.
Yeah.
Instead, I just painted it with the Vallejo game inks,
Dude,
which are the best.
that test rat you sent us
yeah.
is so fucking cool.
He's so gross.
And it took 15
It looks like a
minutes to
real
make that.
naked little shit rat.
Yeah.
He looks like he would give me the
gross.
plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
Yes.
took 15 minutes to paint that fucking thing. Top to bottom, painted the whole thing, one sitting. Just
Top to bottom.
And you know what really sells the whole damn thing? A, it's the wet blending, just like the different tones everywhere, just makes it look more realistic. B, the little eye shine.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just a little, dude, if
This
you...
is a pop of white, right?
Just a little pop of white. Just touch that.
Add-
Just touch. Put a little touch on the eye.
You know what you do?
Boom.
Doing something
Looks
cool with the
realistic.
eyes is like my favorite thing
Yeah, dude.
to do.
And it just like the rest of the model is just brown shoved into black, into a little bit of sap green, and then the face is just this like purple,
It's gross.
reddish and whitish.
Just like infected skin
Yep.
almost. Yeah.
And then just a little pop of red
dude, so
eye, a
good.
little pop of white on there.
Dude, you're gonna
Beautiful.
varnish them. You're never gonna touch them again.
gloss
You
varnish, 3 coats.
No, do a matte finish,
Still
and then
mania.
this is the secret. You take a little bit of varnish, like a high gloss varnish, and you dot the eyes with it.
That'd be a beautiful.
Then they
thing.
shine.
Write
And then they
that-
really
write that down,
shine.
Write that down.
Be
Write that
shine.
down.
Yeah. Write this down. But honestly, besides that, that's like what I've been thinking about. And so I've kind of cleared off all of these other random one-off projects that were going towards the Nurgle army, and I was like, I'm just going to focus on that. The army's mostly clan rats, but on top of that, it's like I'm going to kit bash another great unclean one to go along with the army.
You have to.
Yeah, but they're like it's all Nurgle
focused.
Well,
a
the
rat
clan
one?
rats are
kind of.
So
along those vibes.
it could be a
I
hell
guess.
pit abomination.
And I could do that. However, I want like there to be a whole story about these rats kind of summoning this great unclean one or
you got
greater
it.
demon of Nurgle. So it'll be a regiment's list that uses the 2 army books.
It'll be very cool.
Yeah.
You're going to have fun.
I mean, it's just been fun to kind of have one singular focus and not be like floating off like I normally do, which I don't have a problem with. I mean, that's the way I like to paint models is like sitting down and just painting whatever the hell I pick up. But it's nice to have this one project that's big and try and get it done.
You're going to try to do them in chunks of like 10 or 20 at a time?
Yeah, probably maybe even like 5. Because if I could, I usually get like an hour at night, and I bet you I can bang out 5 in that hour. You know,
Yeah.
and even maybe they'll be in like steps. I'll do all of this step, and then I'll come back the next day and do this step or whatever it is. But yeah, I'm going
So
to.
you ever done like assembly line style painting like that?
With orcs? I did.
Yeah.
I would do like 10 orcs at a time or 5 orcs at a time, and it was doable, I think. But I was still doing like the traditional. Nothing wrong with it, a listener out there. Please don't get mad at me. But the traditional base coat wash, and then even
so
at that time,
I
no
found that
highlights.
doing sort of assembly line style, it would take so long to sort of like get the model to a point where
Fruits of your labor.
it would
It's
it
just
would
not awful
I would
looking.
burn out. Yeah, so I kind of just switched to I just do one fucking guy at a time.
Goddamn.
Yeah, and that's like what I've been doing for a while. Is I don't know. I enjoy that style too, but I just want to push it in a totally different direction.
Is that all you've been doing?
I think so. Probably not. I bashed a vampire here, and then I painted up a Cthulhuid mini.
Oh,
Cathanin.
from Jamie Daggers.
Cathanin. Thank you.
Look Cathanin. It looks
did,
awesome.
Yeah, Jamie Daggers. That game.
Siren's Watch.
That's it. I was going to say Siren Song, but I was like, that's a Magic the Gathering card.
Yes.
And that's Swan Song too. I even got that wrong. Sorry, listeners.
Good
I'm
card.
bad.
Well, the game's not out yet, so you're okay.
I know, but I'm really excited to play a solo game. Like, I'm really looking forward to that. I've never played a solo game, and so painting this one mini, I'm like, oh, and then accidentally doing it on a square base, and then finding out like, oh, that's kind of the appropriate.
That's fine. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You.
Cool, Gage. Thanks for the sass.
Yeah,
It's,
that's fine.
okay.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I was gonna say what was fucked up was you dotting the 18 eyes perfectly central on every one of its eyes.
Yeah. It's a beautiful mind, baby.
I remember distinctly Phil going, "You have some serious brush control." And I just look over and I see all 18 eyes perfectly centered, and I'm like, "Yeah, fuck this guy."
Yeah, well, yeah. No, listen.
Also, I just want to point out that the little candies that we were eating, all 80 of them that I ate, it just hit me so hard.
Yeah.
Are you having a sugar
Oh
crash?
my god, I'm dying.
Yeah. Crashing.
Gage has eaten 2,000% of his daily sugar allowance.
I ate a bunch of them before I got on here.
I had a 1.5, and I said, I'm okay with this. I don't need this.
I feel great. I just had a Coke Zero, like my first Coke Zero in like months.
Nice, brother. But yeah, there's these orange slices we're yonking on right now. They're freaking sick.
Yeah, they're very good. Two of them is 40%, right? Of your daily.
your daily-
Of your daily,
Oh.
no,
Two-
your daily
no, two
value
of them is only
sugar.
90,
No,
90 calories, 19 sugars.
2 of them is 40% of your daily value intake of sugar.
Of your suggested.
There's only
daily
19 grams of sugar.
And also, I
thought.
would like to add that the
Where's that bag?
suggested daily intake of sugar in America is much higher than the rest of the world.
Which is precisely why I feel like shit right now.
Dude, we're all just crashed.
What's up with that? Why do we eat so much sugar?
Because we're fat and we have
baby.
land of the free,
Is it like a
baby.
big sugar kind of thing?
I think it's probably like corn
cheap?
syrup. Corn syrup is
Oh,
like
because corn
sugar.
syrup.
Yeah,
Or they're
yeah,
trying to
that's
get rid
what-
of the corn. Because there's too much
Yeah, we're
corn.
trying to get rid of the corn.
Well, they got a lot of
love
corn.
corn.
I don't know.
We do
Shout
be
out
making
Michael
lots
Pollan.
of corn.
Shout out
think
Michael
it's a
Pollan and the
problem.
Can we
Omnivores
name all the
Dilemma.
corns?
Oh my
What?
god.
Name all the corn. Sweet corn, cream corn,
Texas corn.
Corn, the band.
Oh,
Elote.
Bill. Street corn.
Bill Corn.
Bill corn.
Maize.
All right, is that all you've been working on, Terry?
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
But really quick before we move on from corn, what's the guy's name from
Monkey.
From King of the Hill?
Head.
Cotton.
Bill
No, no, no.
Dotrieve.
It has, I think it has corn in the name. Maybe.
Oh,
John Redcorn?
Yeah, there you go.
Jonathan
John
John
Redcorn. There you go.
Redcorn.
Another
Yeah.
corn. All
All
right,
right,
go
thanks,
ahead.
buddy. Texas.
I'm
Yeah,
going.
Gage. Yeah, Gage. Before you fall asleep,
Arlen.
talk about what you've been working on.
I haven't worked on anything too specific. Warmaster Revolutions has taken over my algorithm.
No.
Yeah, I've been
Really?
I've been a big Warmaster guy. I got my whole Chaos Dwarf army over there. You got to look at it. It's the same size as Mixer.
Wow.
Yeah, so Warmaster's been my main focus. Our lovely friends Widow Goblin and Berserker Works Bill came to visit the studio, so we kind of showed them around the sites of
We went to Red Robin. That is the only place we went.
Enfield, Connecticut.
Yes, Red Robin. At least Red Robin's still there if Red Lobster's not.
Yeah, we went to Red Robin, and then we went to the Cool Diner,
Oh, the police diner.
the Police Diner, and then just painted all weekend long, which was actually very cool and very fun. And it was just good to catch up with them, not in a insane environment like Adepticon.
Yeah.
Bill, as we were explaining in the Patreon episode, is a very talented painter.
Oh, 100%.
Was just oozing inspiration and little tips and tricks here and there. So that was really cool. Besides that, like real hobby wise, I cleaned off my desk. Like today,
Couldn't tell.
Yeah, today I took everything off. I'm just trying to do what you were actually just describing, of just like one little project will be here at the studio at a time. That way I can't put my hands in everything and not actually ever get anything done. So it's been cool.
Yeah.
The 3 models I've painted in the last week have been the most productive I've felt in a long time. So
You've been doing some highlighting.
Yeah, sometimes it's not about
Yeah.
the quantity
yes,
of what you're getting done. It's like the quality, it's the experience,
yes,
it's how your brain is interacting with the process.
right. I have 2 very small warbands on my desk, and I was like wanting to paint one of them, but I had another one over to the right, and I just started painting that one instead. And I went, well, this is fun, and I'm actually painting, so I'm just going to stick with this for right now.
All right, hey man, whatever works for you, I guess. Captain.
You know.
Yeah. So, but you've been highlighting. You've been messing around with highlighting.
I've been highlighting. It's a struggle for me. I feel like all the highlights I'm doing are so chunky, and they feel very Old Hammer, White Dwarfy style.
It's fine, dude. Nothing wrong with that.
But I think it's a perception issue.
yeah.
Because like Tyler literally yelled at me. He was just like, put it down, come back 10 minutes later, watch it dry.
Yeah.
And I came back and I went, okay, this does
Motherfucker.
actually look good.
All he does is put a model down and walk away from it.
Yeah.
He was
But
like,
it was still
"Ah,
wet. It
He
was
was
still wet.
shaking with anxiety.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm
Got
using
his ass.
gouache for all of that, and it
No, it looks good.
is a different medium.
Yeah.
It's a lot faster. But I'm trying to replicate what I think the problem is. I was using so much of the speed paint and trying to just mash the highlights in that way that everything ended
Yes.
up blending too much. And I
Totally.
wasn't ever getting a clear defined edge of what should be highlighted.
Totally.
So now I'm trying to mix up the game so I actually learn from it.
I steered you the wrong way with those speed paints, but boy, are they lovely.
No, I just feel like it's a real like cheating thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. You don't have to like actually highlight. You could just put
Right.
white in.
Which
let
I
it
think would
blend
work
in.
for someone that understands where the highlights go in a proper format, where I'm kind of just like, this edge sticks out the most, so this has to be the highlight, and it's like the underside of an arm, and like clearly would never be light would be shining on it, so it's a learning thing, you know?
Yeah.
That's it.
I love that, Gage.
Yeah, thank you.
You're learning.
I'm
The
learning.
gears are turning.
They're turning.
The money's burning.
That's it. I'm gonna go eat more sugar.
Are you really going to load back up on sugar?
No, I
Please
can't
don't,
do
please
that.
don't, please don't.
Yeah, that's bad. It's bad for your heart.
Is it?
I think so.
Out of everything in your body, I feel like the heart is the last.
What's
thing I
sugar
care.
got to be bad then for? Your brain, probably.
It's 100% bad for my brain right now.
Your stomach?
Your muscles, your stomach, your bladder, everything probably, you know?
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's too much. It's all
It's
too
too
much.
much.
Sugar's bad for you.
Tyler, do you want to go next?
I'd love
Round table.
Yeah, round
to.
table.
Yeah, everybody.
Tyler, what have you done since the last time you've been here?
Yeah.
I mean, I was down in Richmond for a while for work, but I did bring models. I brought like paint or kit bashing stuff down there, and I was hanging out with with Martin, a few other guys, people down there, and we played some 3rd edition 40K, which is super cool.
What I wanted to ask you this earlier, but I literally saved it for the pod. What was the coolest part about 3rd edition?
I really liked
Someone that's playing it now, I should say.
Yeah, I liked how. So I brought some Imperial Guard guys, and I liked how fucked up they got from fighting just a couple of Space Marines. Like you could really feel the. And I haven't played a lot of modern 40K, but Space Marines felt like Space Marines. Like I was fighting some Nurgle guys, and it was really scary. And I just got walloped, even with like cool walkers and stuff. So that was pretty neat. I like because I don't, I like the narrative of that, of just like, squad of Space Marines just eating through a fucking Imperial Guard army. It was just fun though. It was just fun to kind of play an older game that, from our childhoods.
Right.
But yeah, I was down there for work. So I did a little bit of modeling and hanging out down there with hobby people. And then I've been doing a lot of Bros of Prom. So
BOP? Little BOP?
Yeah, a little BOP, dude.
Bro
no
pro.
big deal, no big deal. Yeah, so I've
Went
been
to
doing
prom with your brother?
Brothers
I
of
actually know
Prom,
some that did that. Never mind.
Yeah, so I've been working with my brothers. This morning before I came here, I quickly painted through like 5 of my guys. I wrote some lore for
You
them.
and little Death Guard guys, right?
Yeah, so I got
Loyalist
Give us the lore.
Death
Give us the
Guard.
lore, because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah,
sick.
dump
too
it.
much. All right, so they're the whole concept is for Promethium, since it's kind of like headcanon for all of us, and it may or may not make sense together, which I really like. It's very like warpy. So my brothers, my
BOP.
yeah, my BOP, my Space Marines are loyalist Death Guard who were en route to Istvan 5?
Istvan, yeah.
Istvan 3, 5?
Death Watch.
Death Guard.
Death
The
Guard.
drop. The drop.
Nurgle.
Drop site
Nurgle.
massacre.
Let's open
So,
our ears.
Loyalist Death Guard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
baby.
this is before the Horus
Oh,
era.
shit.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
my
these are-
God.
So
these are
look,
guys
These guys are old.
10,000 years
They're
prior.
very
to
old.
Horus
They
era.
went through the fucking warp, bro.
Yeah, the warp.
For 10,000 years?
Maybe.
Do you understand the warp gauge?
Do you know this game?
It's
Do you know this
twisted.
world at all?
Dude, I'm fucking cupping my mic like a goddamn hardcore singer right now. Getting ready to scream at you. Yeah, so they got pulled to the warp. They were in their drop ships going down to the drop site massacre. Something happened. There's a big like burst of light. All the brothers, all the Marines, like they just essentially passed out. They wake up. They're on, this redacted planet that we're calling Promethium now. And they're just trying to like figure out a way home. They, through other people and like beings on the planet, they realized like where they are in time space. Dude, Gage is like, he's pissing me off so fucking much right now.
Yeah.
He's like,
Making faces, just
he's laughing at me.
He's laughing at your lore.
He's laughing at me. He's
laughing at your lore.
Someone get this man an orange slice.
I know he's losing his mind.
I'm red with embarrassment and anger. Anyway, so long story short, there's 27 of them left. They're on this planet. They've been collecting other like Space Marines and whatnot. But their whole thing is they're very much like the Lamenters. They're very sad and upset by the fact that 95% of their brothers turn against the Emperor, and they're very sad and upset to learn that that they weren't there to do anything about.
Wait, so they know?
Yeah, through
Oh,
other
I
people
figured
on
they
the
were gonna-
planet. So you figure it's like a timeless planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
in my mind, at least.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's like other Marines,
That's how
there's
the
other
warp works,
Imperial
bro.
Guardsmen that
So
are on this planet.
they know that 10,000 years have passed and that
Yeah.
their brothers have fallen to chaos.
They just missed 10,000. So they're like on planet. Like, damn, when did we miss those 10
because
years?
it was maybe it was a wormhole, maybe it was like a space
Missing
time
time.
thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
So
baby.
I thought that was cool. Gage hates it. I think it's kind of cool.
yeah. That's why he keeps laughing.
He's fucking laughing.
That's
at me.
definitely why I'm laughing.
Terry, are you tickling him under the table?
No, I promise I'm not tickling him.
Yeah, so those are the guys I worked on this morning that I guess I'll just throw out. And then I painted up some like super grimy Tau for the same setting. Yeah, man, I don't know. I've just been going
BOP
nuts.
Tau?
The
Yeah.
Tau is sick.
And then I've started like 2 Imperial Guard armies. So I real quick kind of threw together a 3rd edition army to go hang out in Richmond. Painted some guys for that, all the 3rd edition guys, and then I've been working on my death core of Krieg army.
Nice.
Which is very cool. Very fun.
Gas mask guys, huh?
Yeah, dude. Gas masks all the way.
Dude, I love the horse models that Forge World puts out.
Yeah, the Death
The one
Riders.
that he has over there.
Do you have one?
I'll show you.
He has a
They
whole
look
bunch.
so cool.
There's 6 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
They
They're
die very
really cool.
fast.
Yeah, they're so cool.
Doesn't
man.
matter.
Aesthetically,
It's just,
beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Just I've been going nuts, but also I've been trying to keep in that same track that Terry was mentioning. That like I'm trying to focus on, if not an army, like a squad at a time, so I can just finish this. Because I think last time I was talking about like all of us have the same problem. As whereas, I'll have like 400 projects happening, and then like 3 weeks into 13 projects, my whole desk is covered, and it's just miserable. So I'm trying to get like at least a squad done each time, and then move on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just
Paint fast, You're a fast painter.
I do paint pretty fast.
Yeah, it's good. Get them knocked out. Everybody's got more models. There's always more models, dude. There's
always more
boxes
models.
around.
It's true.
Something Bill said while he was here, which I think also came from a Roman Lepet video, but was a comment that people treat models like too sacred.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Where-
They're coloring book pages.
Yeah, you should
go
think
hard.
of each one as a sketchbook page.
trash.
Yes.
and just you can look at a model and go, okay, you're gonna learn shading today on this model. You're
Yeah.
not gonna actually paint literally anything else other than shading the muscles.
Yeah.
And then once you learned it, okay, do whatever you want with it now. Who cares?
Totally.
You learned your lesson from that one thing.
You know what? You slap it on a table, nobody's gonna know.
Exactly.
I think it's in one of the. I think it's the Totally Not Panicking Kit Bash guide. He's like, you're the only one that's going to look at this for more than 5 seconds.
Yeah,
100%.
and
Yeah.
That's-
my
yeah.
brain doesn't. I can't. If I have a model that I did like a test on that I know is different than how I did everything else, I will literally. I would rather step on that model than put it out with the rest of them.
No shit, really?
110%.
Wow, dude. Really?
100%.
You can't have like you can't have.
Nope. There's a model
Really?
in my brother's warband that is there's something different about him, and every time I look at it, no one else sees it. I know it. I did it differently,
Wow, dude.
And I don't play with it. Anytime I play with those models, I specifically put him aside and do not use him.
Dude, that's wild. I feel like every model I have is different. I'm always trying different shit because I'm just like,
Steve's
whatever,
gonna
let's try
lose
this.
it next time he plays against you.
No,
No, I don't
because
care
you
about
won't
other people's
notice.
shit. Yeah, I
Nobody's
don't know
gonna
your
notice.
shit. I know my shit.
Yeah.
But nobody would notice except for you. I mean, I guess that's wow, Steve. I didn't know that.
It's a
That's
problem.
wild.
I
I
mean,
mean, I
that's-
don't know if
I-
it's a problem.
Like
I mean,
the
if it is.
painter's paralysis thing that everyone talks about. Like I have that same problem because I have an attic. I have 5 of those fucking black and yellow totes filled with sprues and new in box and just like or built in unpainted models.
Yeah, man.
And I just like I'm like, oh well, I would love to paint these and do something with them, but then I get I got to figure out a paint scheme, so I got to do a test model, and then that test model, I will do nothing with. And then
I have never done a test model. I do whatever. I just commit to whatever.
Well,
the
that's what I
first
mean.
thing-
My test model is like usually the first model in the army that I
Yeah.
paint to try and figure out if I like the paint scheme.
Have you ever not liked the paint scheme?
Yes.
And then it just bums you out, and you just don't want to do the project.
I
kind of?
either won't do the project or I have to put it down and come back to it later. That happened with my ogres.
I mean, I guess that's true. You do paint over a lot of armies.
Yeah. It's a problem.
Wow, you know what? I'm just kind of realizing I'm like building connections that now I've seen you do with because your Chaos Army.
Yep.
You started that.
My Tau army back in the day from Wild Bills, like that
Dude,
was
we
like
gotta,
blue.
We gotta just mash some paint on shit.
No,
Get it done.
I'm good. I'm good.
Steve. That's all right.
Like if you,
paint
it's the same
however
thing
you
of
want.
like
No,
if I had an army and we're all hanging out and I'm painting my guys. If you painted one of my guys for my army, I literally wouldn't use it.
crazy, dude. I love painting things or other people.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah, no, I mean, I'm the
forgot
same.
something I was going to give to
The
someone.
thing is that I think an army can be a very personal thing.
yeah, and that's how it is for me.
Yeah.
Like even if it's fucking 4 guys, but if I
Yeah.
went in with the mindset of like, okay, Terry's going to paint a couple of these guys. Like that's this project. This project is like, oh, everyone's going to help me paint some guys.
Yeah.
It would be fine.
Whoa. Okay, then maybe you should go in every project
Yeah.
you do. You
No,
want you
Maybe
no.
Terry will paint.
Well,
some.
that's-
And it's the
yeah,
same.
you
Like
give a couple
like
of models
bases,
to me.
dude. Bases not being the same.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
my-
that's
Like
unacceptable.
I will fucking throw my models in the
Unacceptable,
trash
yeah.
before I put a bunch of differently based models on the table together.
Oh my god, you guys are crazy.
Nah,
you guys are
bases are you. Everyone, I can have 10 friends paint a guy for a squad, but I would want to do.
You
all
have to do the base.
Yeah, I would want to.
Like even Paul's Promethium bases look pretty similar to mine. I see it though.
Yeah,
I fucking
yeah.
know. I would never let Paul base one of my models for me for like a setting. Just be like, even though it looks close, it's not how I'm doing it.
I will just take random
Hear that,
dudes.
Paul?
I'll just take a random dude that I painted forever ago, and I'm like, yeah, this guy kind of fits the squad, and he'll just go right in. I don't care if his base is a sci-fi base, and these guys have freaking dirt bases with
Oh yeah,
same
psycho.
dude. Some of my brothers of Promethium, it's like some guys got sci-fi bases, some guys got this. I don't give a fuck.
Well, and it's funny
I'm
because
flying, baby. You can't catch this.
our boy BDCF, he just did a video about how, because he's painted orcs forever,
Yeah.
and he's like, most of the bases look close enough that when I put them on the field together, it's fine.
Yeah,
But like, he's doing the video and like scanning through the models. I'm like, nope, I see exactly which models are different from other ones, and that drives me
wow,
nuts.
dude, this is actually super cool. Honestly, I never would have thought that
Well,
this would have bothered
what are you
guys
working
so
on?
much.
Oh,
Yeah. What are you working on?
Bases, baby.
Bases.
no, I did some bases today. I put together this guy the other day, fucking an Albion
this is
giant.
so
Yeah, this is
cool.
one of the giants from the Giants of Albion.
Whoa, no
Dogs
shit.
of War kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was from. So it's
Is this
He's got some
bootleg?
so it's
Levi's
Dogs War, but it's
511s
from
on.
it's from there was this like campaign. I can't remember what it was called. There was like a campaign in Fantasy Battle where they went to Albion is like it's Warhammer Fantasy Battle like Ireland. And there's like a couple other like models in the set. There's like the Dark Emissary, there's the Truthsayer, which is like this like Celtic sort of like hero guy. It's a weird I don't know a lot of the details. Hopefully someone in the comments will
I know
will
our
pop
boy
off about
hear
the
Echoes of Battle.
Oh,
Ian is
dude.
an expert on this.
Believe
setting.
me.
Oh, yeah?
He loves
Believe you me.
the Dark Emissary.
Yeah.
The, what was it? The Fenwalker? Fenbeast?
Fen Beast, yeah.
From that model is also
It's like a little
so
swamp thing.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet,
little
dude.
like a
This thing is
shambling
sick,
mound.
though.
Yeah.
All this dog.
The Giants, all I remember is their names are Cactor and Bologs.
And then they have the Druid.
Hengist the Druid, yeah.
Well, they didn't come with the Druid. All I did was our guy. I won't say our guy's name, but our guy.
Yeah, our hookup.
We got our guy. I got it
Our
was
guy
Albion
overseas?
Giant set, and it was like $10. So I was like, fuck yeah, 2 giants for $10. Hell yeah. And this one, he's pretty cool. He's got his finger up. He's like, come here, motherfucker.
Come here, you.
Get over here.
I did a little sculpting, like green work stuff on him. He's not normally bald.
You shaved his
really?
head.
Nice.
I shaved his head. I hated
like
the
that-
top knot.
that-
I hated the mustache, how it like was full goatee vibe. So I trimmed all that off. I
He looks like
re-green
blurs now, kind of.
Yeah. Well, I did a little green stuff for a bigger mustache.
Love that guy.
And then the tree weapon that he had was like a bunch of branches coming off, and it looked so weak. Like, dude, you could hit me with that; it wouldn't even hurt. So I decided to give him a big gnarled like
yeah,
tree root.
baby. It looks so cool.
It came out pretty good. Yeah. Everyone here gave some input on what I should do because I was like, this looks so stupid, and now it looks
Yeah, club
very
looks
cool.
awesome.
So I'm working on him. He's gonna be joining the forces of my Empire army that I've been working on for
Yeah.
just
Are you gonna
OPR
paint him to
regiments.
match? You throw a little splash of yellow on him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and paint him up just like a lot of browns for his clothing, and then just like maybe a tattered flag on his leg or something like that.
Gotta
with
have
the
some of that yellow, yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna do like really gross flesh tones, and then this really gross gnarled root piece.
Now
These
this guy,
Giants probably have pretty bad skin.
this
Yeah.
guy, you won't mind if he doesn't match, as long as the base matches. It's
The
okay.
base is gonna match.
Okay.
And I mean, in general, the color palette
Same
is gonna
scheme,
match.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I've been doing the same thing you've been doing with like I'll take a chunk of 10 guys
Yeah.
and I just blast through them. And it's
Dude, they look great. I think we've talked about it before. They
Yeah.
look so good.
Thank you. I'm stuck right now because I'm on the Knights, and it's like overwhelming because the Bretonian Knights are kind of like a crazy
Yeah.
project to take
So
on.
much.
So I'm trying to do it where I'm like, all right, well, this guy's half his body is going to be yellow, the other half is going to be white, and then the horse is going to be the inverse of that,
Yeah.
and then this guy is going to have black and like white and yellow claw.
Are you gonna freehand heraldry on them?
I'm gonna do some like really sketchy, shitty ones.
Yeah,
It's like
1000%.
like the 3 foot rule. Like, oh, it
Yeah.
looks cool from here.
Absolutely.
So that's been like a big it feels like a burden, and it's the first burden I've hit with this project, and it's kind of defeating because I'm trying to blast out through 2,000 points of Empire, but it feels like a wall.
You'll get there. And you know what? Honestly, I was looking up Nigel Stillman, trying to find people who had, I don't know, whatever.
Replicated
Stillmanites.
it.
Just like,
Stillmanites.
like people out there, there was a lot of like Reddit posts or whatever, or like random blog posts or something. But I found a blog post where it was this guy met up with him and played with him. And Nigel Stillman was saying like most of his models are never going to be featured in White Dwarf because there was like pictures of them and they're just so messily painted. And it looks so fun. Like they're Bretonnian knights.
Yeah.
And it's just like kind of slapped together. And they, you know what? They look freaking awesome.
And that's what I'm trying to like not get too hung up on, because I know once I get to the wash phase, everything gets cleaned up. Once you do the wash and then I go back and highlight the yellows and the reds and everything, like you don't even notice any mistakes anymore.
Yeah, you got to trust your own process.
Yeah. I think blocking in colors is such a big part of that project too, because it's so many bodies. Like just once you block the colors, get the paint the base, it really all comes together.
How many knights do you have to do? Like 10 or
I have
20?
a block of 10 Bretonnians, but then I have another block of 10 Empire Knights on like the metal,
The Reichsguard or whatever.
And then I have some I have 5 mercenary scouts,
Pistoliers or whatever they are?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
The Outriders.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this army. It's definitely more than 2,000 points.
I'd offer to help, but
No, I don't want your help.
entire army.
I don't want your help.
I'll ruin your army for you.
Yeah, that's been my big project.
I don't know. I love what you have so far. They're so neat. The skin tone is great, and it's just being those like 2 colors, and it's
so
kind of
simple.
like dabbing away acrylics to do the highlights.
Yeah.
But so neat. Such a cool idea.
Yeah, that's and just doing like BOP Eldar.
Yeah. Oh, how's that going? Have you started them?
Yeah,
Just
they
bash
look
them,
all
right?
right. I'm not like super.
They're cool.
They're okay.
I'm sure they're cool. Most things Steve makes are cool.
I'm not sold on them.
I was saying to Witty, my favorite thing to do is find an ex Steve build in the bit spin and be like, "Oh, cool! I'm gonna finish this. This is mostly done." And then I was pointing at my Mordheim board and being like, "Yeah, that's pretty much all Steve builds that he was throwing out." And I was like, "Oh, I'll take that and I'll put it on my board." Yeah, Steve's pretty good, but he's a little too hard on himself. So, listeners, leave a comment and say, "We love you, Steve."
Say hashtag support Steve.
You're so good.
Steve's pretty good at terrain building. That's gonna be my new Instagram.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay.
All right, Phil. What are you doing? What are you up to? I know I saw the Beastman over there.
The Beastman?
The one,
Singular.
the fucking shaman.
What are you fucking talking about?
Me and Gage were literally looking at it today. the special order Beastman that I got you.
Oh, the one that I glued him together. Morgar, yeah.
Glued them together.
Yeah, he's not a
Half the
shaman.
battle. Oh,
Yeah.
what is he? He looks
He's
like
just
a
like a
shaman.
guy. He doesn't cast spells.
That's great.
He's just a guy.
Is that NBC?
Yeah. Wow, I guess that's pretty funny, huh?
What do I look like, a clown?
Yeah, I'll add that to my fucking comedy routine.
Yeah. Put your
Damn.
So I glued that guy together. But honestly, like lately, I haven't really had a lot of wind in my sails as far as like Beastmen go. Kind of like don't want to think about Beastmen right now. I'll come back to them. But I was kind of
I
like
feel you.
Regiments, baby.
searching for something to care about, and in the meantime, I painted a little Sasquatch. So. Everybody loves gifting me little Sasquatch tchotchkes, and our friend Chris Cryptacrylic gave me a little 3D printed Sasquatch, and I painted him.
It looks
And I tried to do like the fastest, which it's not like a super detailed model, but like I wanted to just blast through a model in one sitting, which I don't do ever. And so I finished the one model in a single sitting. Took me about 40 minutes. And he's done, and I posted a picture of him on the internet.
I am very proud of you for that. It was a very big accomplishment.
Yeah.
You talked about this last episode, though.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, there's no way. Oh, yeah. The bonus app.
Oh, the one
is
with.
that where we
did
talk about it?
Did we talk about it? Yeah.
Probably. That's when he painted it, or at least that's when he showed me.
Oh, I painted it that day when we recorded.
Oh.
Yeah. We recorded a little. I mean,
my
who
bad.
knows? Is that one going to come out after or
Come out
before
probably
this
before.
one?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Put it out whenever.
Whenever you hear it.
Well, at this point, you
Yeah.
should probably fucking put it out. I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyways, so with that in mind, like I've got my one my Magos that I painted for Brothers of Promethium, and sort of going back to what Steve was talking about having a project where you're intentionally collaborating. I want other people to make me servitors that I will paint in that style.
Yeah, he's
for
making
Brothers
one
of
after
Prometheus.
this.
You're about to
Yeah.
you're about to get too many servers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
You want
I'm
anything
gonna,
else? You want a vehicle? You want anything cool like that?
if you make it look fucking admech-y, then yeah, I'll, whatever we can use for a Brothers of Promethium setting. I just want to
Yeah.
Phil wants
paint
to
them
paint.
because dude, they're fucking. It's such an easy paint job too, and it's
Yeah.
fun to paint. Yeah, especially compared to when I first started painting AdMech when AdMech first came out in 40K, which I don't know what was that, maybe like 2014 or 2015 or something like that. That was when I started with them, and I didn't really like have a great process as far as painting, and I didn't really have a great color scheme either.
It's insane to think it was that long ago.
Yeah, well, time flies,
Yeah, what the
It doesn't stop.
The world keeps on turning.
Doesn't stop.
You know what else
but
you painted though?
What else did I paint?
Uh-oh. Put him on blast.
What else do you paint?
Yeah, what
Phil
did you
had a
paint?
revelation this last weekend.
What did
Yeah.
I do?
I looked over. He fully painted a model in all speed paint, and he goes, "This speed paint shit's pretty good."
Oh yeah, yeah. I never used this
What do you
speed paint
paint?
before.
He painted an NPC for Night
Where the
Thirst.
fuck is it? Go
Yeah, so
get
that's
it.
the thing too. Is we were painting a
It's over
ton
there.
of shit because we were gonna play Night Thirst, and I was gonna use my Sasquatch as a lurker, and then we
Oh, yeah,
never
yeah,
ended
yeah.
up playing.
You
so-
guys never played?
No, so I mean,
wanna play
at some
so
point,
bad.
Painted 8 NPCs. We all painted vampires, and we
Yeah.
all were just talking shit. And we were like, "Yeah, it's a good weekend, guys. All right, bye."
Man, no, that stinks, dude. Night
Where's the
Thirst looks
NPC? I
so
wanna see
good.
it.
And then
oh, I
listening
don't
to that
know.
episode-
Where are all the NPCs? I mean,
I got them all right there.
I painted a bunch of NPCs.
Want me to get 'em out?
Oh, now we got to play. We'll just
I
play.
ain't going
Yeah.
to get them. I don't know where they are.
Oh, wait. Gage is going to get up?
Nah.
He thought about it for a second there, though, but then the sugar got him.
Straight up.
Yeah, my
dude.
my lore for my lurker though the
Yeah,
the
spill
Sasquatch
it.
I was saying he was an orangutan that received the vampire's kiss at the zoo, and now he's a
Damn.
A desperate ghoul.
vampiric ape. Yeah,
Dude, that's sick. Hey, did you see that thing that somebody posted that the orangutan was using medicine?
Brad posted that.
So cool.
Yeah, that a orangutan used like a medicinal herb.
That's got to be going on forever. I'm like,
Oh yeah, that sort of thing. I'm sure
not
like
new.
happens, and
It was
well,
just
it's
the
a
first
thing
one
that was the
caught on
first
camera.
first time observed.
Yeah.
But that's, like,
which
wild.
That's super fucking cool.
No, that's and then like everybody was just talking about other shit, and I was like, dude, can we all just like collectively as Discord hold on for a second and just kind of think about this? Like that's some wild shit.
what about
I
the
think
monkey
about
with the
for
oar?
obvious reasons. I think about primate behavior all the time,
Dude,
That's like a thing that how like they're just like, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? No, man, I'm out here thinking about
monkeys.
like gorilla cognition, like.
So you're hyped for the new
Planet of the
Planet
Apes.
of the
Dude, it's funny. I am behind by one movie. I didn't see the last one,
Oh,
so
it was
I
sick.
gotta watch that before I see the new one. But yeah, I do enjoy the new Planet of the Apes series.
Caesar.
I think I saw the first one. Is James Franco in those?
James Franco's in the first one.
Number
Yeah, I
one.
saw that
yeah,
one.
but they get progressively crazier.
Oh, they get
they're
better.
awesome.
They kick Franco out.
They're very sick. Well, there's like a
he's
time
only in the
skip.
first one, but yeah, they've
They've been out long
great.
enough.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the monkey in the on like a log using an oar? Like he has like a stick and he's like going down.
No shit.
Yeah.
Like rowing?
Yeah.
On like it's a boat?
Yeah.
No, you're fucking with me.
I'm
No,
not.
for real.
Dude, have you
real.
seen the video of they give the monkey the AK-47?
Dude, I love
That's not
showing people
real.
that and be like, "Yo, you never seen the monkey that like rose up?"
That's also like one of the early episodes of High
Yeah,
Scum is
yeah.
playing that clip.
Playing the clip on the mic.
Really? I didn't even remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I just remember that right now.
Oh,
That we're
early
having
High
probably
Scum.
having the same.
That's why I
conversation.
was giggling when Steve was like, "Yo, you see that video?"
No, but that shit blows my mind. I mean, because it's like how far separated. That's like,
Monkeys using AK-47.
well,
I don't know if I
but like
we
the
ever talked
medicine,
about it
like a
on-
real thing, not giving a monkey a gun.
I don't know what you were talking about on Mike, but I specifically remember I was just like on my soapbox at, I think it was like your fucking baby shower, talking about like a video I watched about there's like almost a level of cultural continuity from apes to humans, and that like there's like symbolic behavior is like observed in apes, like when there is sort of like natural disasters happening on like well, not disasters necessarily, but like a forest fire or like lightning or something, usually the sort of like the alpha male or whatever will sort of like puff up his chest and will do a display at the nature to just like to like sort of like calm down the rest of the the rest of the troop or whatever.
Just like I can take on
I'm
God.
still strong.
Well, not
I'll
even just like I
crush
take a
nature.
God, but just like the recognition that like they're like the sort of like idea that there is thought or consciousness behind this natural thing that's happening,
Yeah.
and that that almost like mirrors what we would think of as just like human thinking, like before the sciences, how people
Yeah,
would like
baby.
interpret nature as like some sort of like act of God.
And now we just call it Florida Man when some guy screams at the
Yeah.
clouds and puffs his chest.
Yeah.
Do you think there could ever be like Planet of the Apes 28? Like build little ape warbands and
Stop.
fight?
No.
We can't.
Why the fuck not?
We got enough shit to paint. Don't give me any more.
I mean, that sounds pretty sick.
Right?
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
playing the monkeys with the AKs.
Yeah,
That's my
dude.
faction.
No, just like big, like you paint them up how you want. You got your little faction colors, it's kind of like you
Brown.
do like
Dry brush
orangutan,
brown.
orange or whatever. And then they just like they fight in like
This is
jungle
bad.
boards.
No.
Why is this bad?
You have
This
to
is a good
No.
idea.
so much stuff.
Just play anything else.
That's actually so cool. Terry.
After
Right? Isn't
after
that cool?
BOP, we'll get on.
828. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll
Doing
get
like
on
lore
828.
around them.
Going
Yeah.
ape with
828.
Terry.
Oh,
Ape
dude.
28's a good name.
Going Ape. You ever seen the movie Going Ape? That was one of my like movies that's on repeat
Dude,
as
that's
a child.
Ape.
That's only because there's
episode name of Hive Scum.
Yeah,
is
that's why I
Going
was
Ape.
making a
Oh, really? Okay, so we've been doing the podcast long enough that we can just like, I can just like tell the same stories over again. But yeah,
No, you
Going
can't
Ape-
because everyone else knows. They don't want to hear it again.
dude, Going Ape, that is not a children's movie at all.
No,
it's like a
it's
weird
not.
mafia movie with like Danny DeVito and Tony Danza.
What?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But I always watched it because I love apes.
Yeah, you do be loving apes.
Harry and the Henderson.
I had it
Harry
on
and the
a.
Hendersons, that's a
I had
good
it on a VHS cassette that I think my mother taped it on TV for me, so it still had like the
yeah.
commercials
Oh,
in
the
it and
best.
shit.
Phil will love this.
Yeah,
Dude, you got to find that. And then if we ever, dude, also to the community, if anybody has a VCR that they could donate to Hive Scum.
it has to work.
I have one.
It
at
needs
my
to work.
house.
We have 2 non-working VCRs here.
Yeah, 2 non-working VCRs stacked
need
on top.
one.
of
We
each
need to
other.
get rid of
We're
this
hungry.
TV and get a smart
No,
TV.
we don't. We need to just watch cool VHS. We have a whole wall full of it, and then a bunch of copies of The Mummy.
Yeah.
And
That's
no
true.
way to watch it.
Can you guys send
the
us
Japanese
more
copy?
to the listeners?
No.
Send us more copies of the Mummy. I would really like that.
Got to round it out to an even 50.
All right, so you
Yeah.
have like
No.
I'm not even talking about like old like monkeys, but I'm talking about like just like primitive man almost, like
Neanderthals.
Great band.
well, yes, that's true, but like worshiping like just lightning
Yeah, we're
worshippers.
doing hominids.
Oh, dude, Hominid 28.
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, Phil it. Come on, brother. Get on my team, brother.
Write it down,
I'm on your
dude. Write it down.
You ever play that
Hominid
game,
28?
the side scroller Hominid?
Dude,
You know what I'm talking
No.
about?
Yeah.
The Flash game.
The Flash game
Yeah.
on fucking Newgrounds.
that became
Some
an
kind of
Xbox
a game set in the Miocene era.
No, this is like aliens and shit. You're like an alien with a
I'm talking about
knife and
something
a
completely
blazer.
It's called Alien Hominid.
Yeah, it's sick.
yeah, we're over here talking about Hominid 28.
I'm talking about Alien Hominid for
Dude, you make-
newgrounds.com.
Oh my god, dude.
How many models do you need
for
for Hominid 20? How many models?
It's got to be skirmish.
4?
It's got to be skirmish, and we'll
that's
do
plenty.
Grimdark Future.
GDFF. So what are we talking about today?
Oh, so today is a classic day, a send 'em back day, a blast from the past sort of classic day. One second, I'm trying to figure out whose mic is which here. They're all tangled up.
My God.
Okay,
Why
there
do
we
you
go.
need to do that?
Why do you have to do this right
Tyler,
now?
say questions are loud.
Hello? Hello?
This is a classic.
Questions from the Hive.
Dude, it's been a long time since we've done questions.
Yeah.
and,
Or had a good one announced.
Yeah,
Paul.
because Paul
Yeah.
sucks at
Dude,
it.
Paul is so good
God,
at it.
stop kicking
He's
him.
so funny.
Stop kicking him.
He's the
I already
funniest
broke all his
one.
models today.
Questions from the Hive. That's my Paul impression.
That's a really good. That's like radio show.
The one where he starts off like real high and he's like,
Questions
from Paul, why'd you peter off at the end there? It's so funny. He should just I should
he's
just
the
record
best.
that
He's
and
the
then slot
best.
it in every time because he is the best at it. He's just the best guy.
I like the
it
bit
is.
that we do it every time fresh because it's always different.
Oh, it is always different. And you never know what you're going to get. Gage is manically pulling up.
If you pull a bad question out, I'm going to scream.
No, you got to just roll a dice for questions.
Roll
Roll
a
a
dice.
dice.
How many questions?
Roll
we
This is
got?
gonna be
on
me,
dice.
me counting.
All you have to do is
Oh,
roll
yeah, I
dice
guess
and
that's
lie.
true. You
and
should-
just-
Yeah,
any
yeah,
All right,
question.
we are trusting you to pick good questions.
If you pick bad
All
questions,
right.
you're getting fired.
Well, I put all the Discord ones down, and then the good ones from Instagram. So
you
the
heard
Discord ones might be mid.
Why don't you review it before you read it out
Yeah,
loud?
quick review.
Nope. All right.
Yay.
So, question from Nate Dungeon. Question from the Hive: would Steve Albini hate the bands you like?
No.
He probably would hate this
Yeah,
podcast.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, he
I
might
would
like
say-
the podcast.
I would
He
say he
might.
probably hates
We're not,
everything
we're
I
not
listen
fucking
to.
corporate. Well, I don't actually know what Steve Albini likes, but I think he's a badass. Was
Yeah.
a badass. R.I.P. Steve Albini.
Yes, we'll go
He
on
died
record.
2 days ago as of this recording.
Yeah.
Legendary producer.
Rest in peace.
You know, I'm
R.I.P.
going
All
to
right,
be
next
honest.
question.
I didn't know he was. I had to Google it. I'm sorry. I never listened to Shellac, so
It's okay.
I know it's fine.
Me either.
Oh, that's embarrassing, Terry.
It's embarrassing, but you know what? I'm ready to be embarrassed.
I
I'm
definitely
brave.
knew who he was.
I'm brave.
Definitely before 30 minutes ago, for sure.
Yeah, I know Greg Wire's probably pretty upset about.
You got the Wikipedia page up right here now.
Yo,
so-
shout out Greg Wire real quick.
Yeah, I have Greg Wire's Wikipedia
Big
page up.
Albini head. Big Albini head.
Yeah, shout out. Okay, get us a question that we can actually. I know we're familiar with his other projects besides Shellac. Don't worry.
All right, so next question. Epic Taco 6 asks,
Give us something meaty we can chomp into.
Yeah,
here,
like an
Gagey.
epic taco.
Let's take a bite of this
I
taco.
love a
if
sick taco.
you were a planeswalker for Magic the Gathering, what would your abilities
Oh, fucking teleport to get a Coke Zero.
You're literally within arm's reach of
be? I
you.
was going to say, you're fucking right in front of it.
It's empty.
the fucking fridge.
I can't have another one.
Oh, my God.
my superpower would be invisibility.
Okay, come on.
That is an ability in Magic the Gathering.
You played when planeswalkers were around.
Yeah, and if I needed a planeswalker's ability, it would be invisibility.
Wait, he's not asking what our Magic the Gathering ability is. He's
That's what he's
asking if
asking.
we
You
are
were
a
a
planeswalker, Terry could turn himself invisible.
Yeah,
That's
brother.
a realistic response.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be if you're a planeswalker, what are your card abilities?
Oh.
Oh, we got to pick three different
Well, then
things.
you
no,
got,
just a ability.
Make a 1/1 goblin. That's my
That's
my plus.
very you. Yep.
Okay. My -1 is a shock.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. And then my ultimate ability is something very underwhelming. So
Like 7 damage to all creatures on the board.
boom, there you go.
Beautiful. So
I
you
tank
got,
out.
what are your
give me,
favorite
Give me 1
mechanics?
second. I'll think of it. I got some in my
Phil,
head.
you got any?
You think I know?
Yeah, okay. I know.
I'm gonna need you guys to assign something for me. I'm not a magic guy. I don't.
Phil would have a fight mechanic as his
definitely.
plus.
+1 is a fight. for sure.
His -1 would probably make a big token because he played Minotaurs and Sea
Ooh,
Monsters.
yeah, a
Yes.
4/4 Minotaur.
Yeah.
And then you can make it fight with the other.
Yep.
Yeah, that's sick.
And then the ulti would probably be like a overrun type effect.
Yeah, there you go.
for like
There you
not
go.
a lot.
That's
like
me.
it starts at 3 and then like the
His would be, like,
overrun is
5.
at 5.
Yeah.
Are you saying I'm cheap?
No.
No.
You would just
You
do
would
it
probably
quickly.
you'd probably be a 3 cost planeswalker.
Yeah.
Tyler would
Red,
be
black, colorless.
Yeah, lay it on me, man.
Tyler's
With an
+1.
overrun effect would be busted.
Tyler's +1 is all of your models get vigilance and first strike until the end of turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Tyler's playing a mono white deck now.
Oh, for sure.
two-
Without a doubt, Tyler is a soldier boy.
All right.
Dude,
How much
black
mana
deck,
is his card?
all I
Soldier
played
boy.
this is a million years ago. Zombie decks and
Yeah,
goblins, dude.
not anymore.
Zombie decks.
Now
and
you're playing
goblins.
soldiers,
boy.
brother.
Now you're playing soldiers.
This is so embarrassing.
Your next one
Blue
is
white soldiers.
Your next one is
Well, they could
get
be any
a
race, really. I mean, come on.
What? Come on, dude. You gotta take it there.
Anyway,
your middle ability. Your -1 is get 2 1/1 white soldier tokens on
With
the battlefield.
lifelink.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're exciting.
whoa.
I'm not saying you're going to be an exciting
No,
card.
okay, here's my
But,
actual
hey,
abilities.
And your bottom
Bottom.
Yeah.
Your ulti.
What is your? Do you want me to come up with it?
Yeah, you got it.
All right, I'm coming in
Your
hot,
old
dude.
White bottom. Steve, what's your power?
Guys,
We have to finish this.
All creatures get lifelink till the end. Of
I'm
the turn.
getting.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
This is a
Tyler,
double plus.
very
ability.
That's
underwhelming.
Tyler. Yeah. Yeah, 2 pluses.
Yeah, there's no negatives
Wow.
to
Yeah.
this.
All I've learned today is that I listen to bad punk bands. All my cool lore makes Gage laugh, and Terry thinks I'm so fucking boring.
No, I don't.
Yeah, perfect. All right, Steve, what do you got?
All right, it would be the first ability would be either like fetch a land. I'm real into fetching lands.
Yeah, you would. You sick fuck.
Fetching
The-
lands.
it'd be like probably like a +1 fetch a land.
It's so interesting.
Put it
You'd
in
probably
your
have
hand.
like a minus morph. You'd play some
The
morph.
fuck is a minus more?
No, you'd have like a minus ability that would do like a morph.
Yeah,
effect.
make a
No,
2/2
the minus
morph
ability
card
would
off
be
the
like
top
a
of your
bounce
deck.
effect,
Cool.
Yeah.
or maybe like a reanimate.
Yeah.
Nice.
What would the ultimate be? I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
All your lands turn into 4/4 creatures.
Yeah, that'd be
Turn.
sure.
Reanimate your graveyard.
Reanimate your whole graveyard, and
Yeah.
all your lands become creatures.
Yeah.
Boom,
That'd be kind
bam.
of sick.
Yeah.
Did you go, Gage?
No.
But
You're
it would
blue.
be make a worm.
My plus would be make a worm token. My minus would be fling a worm.
Oh, there you
token, or fling a creature.
No, that's too broken.
Worm
Fling a
flinger.
creature.
Why not? As a -1 ability? Fling
Okay,
town.
listen. I'll tell you what I would want it to be. My minus would be something stupid like a trample, just like a +3/+3 or whatever. But the ulti would be like fling all creatures on the board, like
Yeah, that's cool.
assign targets wherever.
And you're just like a centipede commander who has a bunch of
Yeah.
arms. And
Yeah.
can fling all these
That'd
things
be
at once.
sick.
It'd be in your stupid worm deck.
yeah, it'd be my
Sorry,
hit
I'm
wall.
thinking too like lore heavy for Magic the Gathering, and I
Yeah.
forgot that they're in another direction. Now. It's not
yeah,
really
yeah.
like
He has
I have-
the fucking
well, I've-
Fortnite bus.
yeah.
Okay, that's
He's got the Fortnite
I'm
bus.
not
in
even
his
gonna
deck.
expand
I'm
on
flying my commander over to the Travis Scott concert.
Okay. Dirty Dylan asks, nightmare scenario. The studio
That's a good
/ your
one.
hobby desk has been robbed, looted, pilfered. What are 3 things you hope were not taken? In other words, what 3 items in your space right now are you wishing still remain unmolested by the violator?
Are we talking here, these
dude.
desks,
Yes.
or like
Any
our home
desk. I would say
I would
any
say
desk.
both.
Fuck.
Any desk.
My computer,
Yeah.
my Empire Army, and I guess my box of all of my pro acryl paints.
There you go.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, pretty much almost all of my Beastmen army is on my desk in a tote right now. So that's definitely
Would you just quit? Like everything if your beastmen were stolen?
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We just
No.
never see Phil again.
You have
I get a new-
ghouls
I get
now.
a new hobby.
Yeah, you're a ghoul guy.
I get a new hobby.
I took a bird
Yeah,
watch.
that, what else is what else in here would I not like to have stolen? The refrigerator and the microwave.
That's true. That's true.
Fair. Tyler?
I don't know, man. Like my oldest models and coolest models. My boxes of metal old models, I guess, because they're the
Yeah.
hardest to replace.
See, I don't
Not
keep
anymore.
that on my desk.
They're under
I
my
keep it
desk.
in my gun safe.
Yeah. That's pretty smart. I gotta start doing that, I guess. Tyler, what are these boxes? This ammunition? Oh, they're actually Space Marines.
They are Space Marines from 1987.
Actually, I got all my Space Marines in my gun, so
You have to talk like that for the rest of the episode.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to. Thank you very much.
Dude, I don't even
Oh,
know
you know
if
what?
I
You know what I would
anything.
want stolen? The Japanese version of the Mummy.
Yes.
That
shout
fell
out.
the other day and hit me in the head. I almost whipped it across the room.
That's what I'm saying.
It was,
How did
I
it
believe
fall?
that was gifted to us by Bill Ford, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Okay.
How did it fall? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying is there's a lot of things
I
falling in
kicked
this
the
studio.
bookshelf trying to get a Coke Zero.
But
Okay,
what
good.
made you kick the book?
Yeah.
My inability to walk.
We're talking about the ghosts, people.
What robbed your ability to walk?
This is an old building.
Caffeine.
This is an
All right,
old building.
Anyone else got any?
I don't even know what I would really care if it got stolen.
I was
Like, you
gonna
know,
say Terry's 3 answers would be like, don't give a shit, don't care.
yeah.
You would care if all your music shit got stolen? That's on your desk?
I guess. I mean, technically, if you say it in there, but yeah, I guess that's a good answer. Sure, all my music shit. I wouldn't want that to be
Your
gone.
CRTV?
Well, I don't know. If it was $10, I'd be bummed.
yeah.
But then you start from scratch, dude. I'm like a phoenix, dude. Sometimes it's sick to rise from the ashes. You know?
I think about that
Dude,
scenario
sometimes,
all
brother.
the time of all my shit
Yep.
just being gone and like,
Yeah.
all right, you got to start the hobby over with what models you buy. And I'm like,
fresh
that sounds
start.
sick.
Dude, along those same lines, sometimes I think about, not now, I would never do it, dude. I love my life currently. But what if
I know exactly
you could
what you're
just,
about to say.
Sometimes I'm just like, you could just leave.
Yeah.
You could just
start over in the woods.
You could just leave and be like, my name is
Get in your car and drive off.
Timmy Tin Knocker, and I am from St. Louis.
Okay, what about when
Minnesota.
someone asks you for ID?
They just don't have it. I
Listen,
don't have
I
a
just
license.
watched
I never
the
got one.
Channel 5 mole people under Las Vegas. A lot of
yeah,
people ain't got
dude,
IDs.
Dude, I love
Yeah.
mole people. I've definitely talked about that in an episode before.
yeah.
Mole people shit rocks.
Yeah, but I'm
I
just-
love the idea of just like leaving. I think it's so cool that you could just be like, I'm gone. And
I
just have
think
a new
it's.
name.
I think it was probably a lot easier in a different era.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
The era when you turn up in a town and you just have a new name and everyone's like, yeah, that's him. Yep.
Yep.
You
That's
don't
Ronnie
immediately
B.
have an internet footprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, dude. You're just gone.
That's true.
I'm gone. Like
I'm
the
gone.
wind.
Yeah. I could shave my mustache and nobody will recognize
Done.
it.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
yeah. Hell
Get a
yeah.
new
Grow
pair of
your hair
glasses.
out and
Yeah. Have like a sick skullet.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, dude.
Nobody's going to recognize me. All right. What would you be sad if somebody didn't steal it?
The Hivescom cash box.
Yeah, there you go.
There ain't much in there, but you know.
I'd be sad
a couple
about that.
moths,
Yeah, yeah.
candy wrapper.
Yeah,
Some stickers.
I don't know. From this desk, I probably wouldn't give a shit about anything.
What about
We
those
just took
three
everything off of it.
broken
The
3D
MacBooks?
You just took all your cool stuff away.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, my Age of Sigmar army, the MacBook, I guess. I don't know.
The 3D printer?
Yeah,
Nah, because then you just buy a new
yeah,
one.
just buy a new one. Yeah, I don't know. Hobby stuff, I wouldn't. Like you said, I could just start fresh.
You know, it's a good over on the Discord. Just like, what would you guys think would be your like biggest thing that you would miss?
I saw this
if-
question and I was like, oh man, I got some answers
Right?
for this. But now I'm just like, no.
Literally the same thing. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, definitely have something for
It
this.
just goes back to it all being trash. And like
It
in
really
a couple
is.
decades, it'll all be in a landfill and it's all fucking trash. And our kids are going to throw it out. And if they don't throw it out, our grandkids are going to throw it out.
Or the
Or
people
we're
that
gonna
get
throw
your
it.
house
Yeah.
when you die because
Yeah.
there's no one to take it.
I would say like the only real things in the studio that I think are of value are like the gifts we've gotten of
totally
Yeah.
sentimental.
Like
Yeah,
friends
for sure.
aren't.
Yeah.
That's actually true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got like a little friend shelf that like got like Matt minis and Terry minis and like all sorts of cool stuff on there.
That's
I
fine.
got your server
That's
in
all
my
you got
case.
is Matt
Yeah.
and Terry minis.
That's all the guys care about.
Thank
so-
you.
hates me.
All right, cool. Next
No, but
question.
it's true. Yeah, probably friend stuff. That you
Yeah,
know,
that's-
sentimental stuff. Because everything else
You know,
is
that's
like
the
just
coolest.
garbage shit.
I'm just going to go home and throw out all my shit and start fresh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
buddy,
do
let's
that.
do this.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I'm into it.
Dude, I told
Let's-
roommate Brian
let's drive
about
to the
your
woods, start over.
minimalist, like how you're just giving things away because
Well,
you don't
yeah.
want them. And he goes, that's a really cool idea. And he got rid of so much of his shit because of it. He's like, I'm trying to really embrace the Terry thing of just not.
Has he got any
having
good
things."
shit?
He already got rid of most of it.
It's fun because
So you
then
give it away or you just throw it in the trash?
I don't know what he did with it, but he got rid of it.
You're making your
What
problem
is
someone
it?
else's.
Boxes of shit. I don't know. I didn't look in the boxes.
Damn, dude.
All you're saying is I have too much stuff, and now you have too much stuff, and
Yeah.
I don't have things anymore, and it's fun.
Every time we see Matt.
Yeah, true.
Like, why do I need boxes
That's why
of
we all have
screws?
minis from it.
Why do I need them? I don't.
You do.
But what if you did?
Yeah, right.
You did.
All right, get us a hot one.
Real humdinger.
All right. Real humdinger.
Just
Gage, pass
read out
these
a
over.
question, and
Gage
I'm
is
going to
so
say
sugar
no or
dropped.
yes.
Dylan Molisco asks, what have been the insights, successes, and challenges you found in running or playing in organized narrative games at events? Looking for advice for running my own future games at events.
Oh, interesting.
I will tell you one off the rip. Hondius was awesome. Being at a real Inc. 28 event was amazing. Seeing the amount of buy-in we all had was so good.
Yes.
I will say making sure everyone is at the same level of buy-in is so important, I feel like, which was talked about in the head swap episode.
True.
But the narrative is the only thing that matters. Like Cody says in that interview, is most of the people playing that game were narrating their movement phase.
Yes.
That to me explains what that's all about right there. So making sure everyone's in the same mindset of going into that kind of event, I think, is the most important thing.
Which is, dude, how hard is that to go into? I mean, like our whole last
Yes.
episode talking about just like rules and stuff like that. Like, you're going to have a lot of people show up who do not care about what rules they're using or anything. They're just there to tell stories.
Yep.
And even in that head swap episode, they're talking about how it's like people get so focused on like the mindset of optimization in like their list building. And if you break, like, that's such a hard thing to break out of. To be like, oh, these dogs are just sick. They're sick, 2 little servitor dogs.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
really bad, but my warband is 2 bad servitor dogs and a guy because that's my
That's the
my
story I have.
characters.
Yeah.
Those are the story. That's the story. And
you-
you might have 4 Space Marines that just smoke him, but like it doesn't matter because this is my story.
Do you think it'd be easier on the players to get into like their own headcanon if you're like, here's 4 character sheets, everything is generic on it, everything about it is generic. You put in the name and you make it whatever you think that is. Like, do you think that would
don't know.
solve that problem?
I don't know. Or
Yeah.
maybe.
Like, if you went to an event and someone was like, okay, yeah,
Depends
you're,
on the person,
you're
man.
playing in the Inquisitor warband, here's your
Yeah.
4 stat sheets for your 4 guys.
Are you
Maybe.
saying like they're assigned to you?
Sort of
Yeah.
like mini games,
Okay.
right?
Kind of.
Kind of,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. But like, that's tough.
Yeah.
You know, that's tough.
The same. I guess it'd be the same problem as starting any other way, because if people aren't as openly creative, you know, with their little mind palace, then you know, I think it's a fucking cool idea.
Yeah.
I'd love it. Yeah.
I hate that idea, actually.
Yeah.
Do you?
well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's,
no.
he's making a lot of enemies today, so it's okay.
Most.
No, Gage, I think I'm probably more on your side.
Yeah, most of the list building or stuff I do, I go, oh, this guy sucks shit because he's weak. I'm gonna give him a cool gun because I know he's weak. Or like the stats to me play in the narrative. So like just getting that assigned to me, I'm like, well, now I have to
Headcanon it.
headcanon why. But even though my model looks tough as shit,
Yeah.
his stat block doesn't fit what it was assigned. So it's
Yeah.
like, well,
But I would say that something like the Forbidden Psalm system gives you enough of a choice with literally
Yes.
just giving you 4 choices or something
Yes.
like that. I forget
No,
exactly.
2.
Yeah.
Well, 4
2
numbers.
choices, 4 different stats.
Yes.
Yes. I think that. Oh, yeah. That's how it works. Yeah. I think even though doing something like that gives you enough wiggle room and enough creative freedom.
Yes, very much so.
Because I think that's the only thing is it's almost 2 in a box where I think I would get stuck. I would get hung up on stats. I'd be like, oh, this guy's agility is really slow. And like I could come up with a story all day. But if I had a person already in mind, like a character already in mind that I wanted to make or I was bringing along with me, I'd be like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
this doesn't
this
really
guy
fit.
I modeled on a
Yeah, it's
dirt
true.
bike, and his stats are slow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess when it comes to physically making and painting models,
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
it would kind of be a bummer. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, if I'm just showing up to play fucking Space Marine squad versus Space Marine squad, yeah, I don't give a shit about
Yeah.
that. But then at the same time, I'm never doing that. So
And there's also like our community. I don't think, you know, like if we were running like a Brothers of Promethium game, like, you know, have 15 people come and play Brothers of Promethium, like I don't think anybody would show up with just being like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
These are some generic Space Marines.
Yeah, I min-max the fuck out of these
Yeah.
5 guys, and they're just gonna. Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're all the strongest I got, and they're just gonna crush you absolutely to death. I think people get it.
think
I
so.
don't know. Maybe not though.
So
you never know.
That's kind of like I guess the downside to OPR is the lack of like specialization in like
Yes.
creating specialized characters. But there's so many factions that you
Yeah.
can kind of do whatever you want.
yeah,
I would say it gives
I mean,
you enough wiggle room. To
Yeah, we
create
kind of touched on this
specialized.
last episode where like the heroes have enough customization.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
definitely wiggle a hero into exactly
Yeah.
what you want it to be,
Yeah.
or them to be. Yeah.
I only asked that question before though, just to see where it lands.
And then going back to what Dylan was saying about like just challenges in running these like kind of events, terrain, I would say is like
Yeah.
that's huge because like you could be like, we're having an event. I have 15 game mats and a scattering of whatever. But it's like, man, if everybody shows up with sweet stuff and everybody's ready to play and everybody's put a lot of thought and energy into those warbands, and you could really, and it stinks to say, but you could kind of take the wind out of people's sails, like rolling up and playing with Pringles cans.
Yeah.
And
Or
you
just
know,
like Zenithold or something.
That's
Unless they're full.
yeah. Dude, then they're eating.
never mind.
Yeah.
Then we
yeah,
eat.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
good
yeah,
day.
yeah. Okay, never mind. Now you're right. I'm back in.
I mean, that was like most of the challenge with Nemo was
Totally.
You know, like how the fuck do we facilitate this many people playing games and have it be fun, not just flat boards?
Especially
You know,
that
trying to
first year.
solve that problem of like, all right, well, we got to build 1 million risers, which elevates the
No pun
games.
intended.
But then you put it in the hands of the people that are showing up. It's like, hey, you guys should bring some stuff,
Yeah.
and then they do.
It's
And then it's sick.
truly insane how lucky the collective us, just like the Nemo folks, got with. We've talked this to death, but like how many, like everyone there was cool. Everyone was so down to bring everything. Like that event is like an anomaly almost in the sense of like just community building.
Yeah.
Amazing, and same with Hondies and all that stuff. But yeah, the only thing I would add is just like cultivating that community, even if it's 5 people.
Yeah.
Cultivating a community, making sure that like you are playing with people that are on the same page. You know, but yeah.
I mean, that like sets it all up. Like, oh, is this person dedicated enough and wants to play enough
Yes.
that they're going to build something to like the setting?
9 times out of 10, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. And it might even be like honestly like 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine a single person that I know that's kicking around this community that wouldn't give it 100% if they were
Yeah.
going to come.
Definitely. Yeah.
The other thing too, though, is I would say if you're running an event, like you kind of got to give it your all. Like when we went to Hondias and there's like wax sealed envelopes that you're
Oh, yeah,
given.
yeah.
It was
Sells it.
Yeah, the vibe is just so.
Yeah, remember you're curating an
Yep,
experience.
totally. Yeah, so it goes along too with like the tables, but I would say, I mean, I guess you could probably do without that, but it's like the scenario cards at Nemo, things like that. Just add that extra layer of like fun and make it feel unique, and it doesn't feel like you're rolling up to Adepticon to play and like, or going to like LVO to play in the world's largest 40K tournament. Yeah. Let's keep spinning you up 8 rounds. Let's go, kind of thing. It's the little stuff that matters.
True.
What do y'all think? Sorry, I just answered that 3
No,
times.
that's pretty
No,
much
that's-
it.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Great
you got
job.
it. Nailed it.
Sorry.
Nailed it.
Great job,
Jeez.
Terry. Great job.
Great. If you guys can't tell, listeners, if you can't tell, the sugar is collectively dropping.
I got a second win.
You took everything out of it. You took. You know,
Sorry.
What am I supposed
got
to say
excited
about
to
that?
I
answer
got a
it.
second win right now, baby.
Oh, he's back,
Yeah,
baby.
we're winding back up.
Sorry, I'll keep my mouth shut in this next episode.
Fucking
God.
Stop stealing all the answers.
I will say, also, if you're running an event, it is kind of about you, like a little bit. Like you're doing this because you want to have fun and you're like trying to make this thing happen in your whatever little world it is that you're doing. So make sure you're having fun.
Yeah.
You make sure it's fun to you.
I mean, it's
very
your
true.
baby.
Yeah, no one's getting rich off this shit or famous off this shit. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, nobody's ever like we're all dumping money into this. We're all just taking buckets full of money and dumping it into at Home Depot to buy foam core board or whatever.
And if you would like to buy a Mordheim board, please let me know.
Oh god, shut up. Speaking of which, we need to buy 2-inch insulation foam.
Yeah. See, there you go. Dumping money. at
$80
Home
a
Depot.
pop.
$80 All right, so going off the back of that question, Brothers of Rockburg Street asks, what are hopes, dreams, and fears for the Weird 28 hobby for the next couple of years?
What does that mean? Weird 28, just anything 28 related?
Yeah, this niche side of the hobby.
Wow, 2 years. 2 years is big.
Fears? Too many games.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many games. I definitely think in our friend circle is less of a fear and more of a reality.
So real.
I don't know. Hominin 28.
I already got my 4 guys ready, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm already brainstorming now. I'm going to go home and bash up a few dudes.
Yeah.
Hopes is that more Inc. 28 events, or like not even Inc. 28, but like these weird 28 events keep happening.
Oh, totally.
And make sure you're inviting us. But the ones where it is a total narrative experience of a world you've created, something new for people to sink their teeth into, Hondius was just a different experience from anything we've ever played.
Oh, 100%.
So it was that was really cool to build a warband for, to get into that canon. Brothers of Promethium has been a blast. Jolita is still on the back burner for a lot of us here. I mean, I think that is a hope for me.
Oh, totally. And I think that we'll see that pop up more and more. I would say in 2 years, I would hope that people around the U.S., like these little pockets, people will start just like doing their own narrative events, their own little closed narrative events.
Yeah.
2026. God damn. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah, man.
crazy, straight up.
Fear. I have no fear of playing too many games.
No, I don't fear that. I have a
paint
fear
up
of
an army for every game system.
Preparing for too many games. My whole thing is just like I got to make sure that I'm like, oh my god, they're all painted. You know.
Yeah, but like that's fun, man. You just I don't know. I guess it's like I think that the more games that I even print the rule book off at work and go through, it's like you learn so much going through the Inquisitor rule book and being like, oh, this is neat, interesting. Warbands are like two models, and oh, how can I take that and use that in this game type? If I were going to run an Inquisitor scenario, what game system would I rather use? And like having that knowledge of even a loose understanding of like I can figure out how kill sample process would work in the Inquisitor world. Like that's neat. Yeah. I would say the more games and the more rule books we look at, the more I'm interested in like trying to like hack and tweak things so they fit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I would say fears of like a corporate takeover of
the 28.
The 28 side of things. It would be so far-fetched, but you know what I mean? Like if
you say that, but Games Workshop, like they fucking own Blanchitsu. That is their fucking
correct
trademark term.
I feel like
we own this shit.
I feel like if they came out with a, you know what I mean? Like if they tomorrow announced a line of
like Grimdark City,
and it was Blanchitsu ass, like if they just jocked one of our friends' styles, you know what I mean? They're like,
they've literally done that.
No, I mean like they're putting on art, like box art, like
a product.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Like if they came out with a box of Space Marines and it had totally not panicking art on the front and being like, this is Warhammer now. I don't know if it would.
That's a non-fear to me.
Yeah, that would never happen.
They do
steal our friends' ideas though.
Well, yeah, no, I know that.
I get what you're saying though. Like
it's like punk or hardcore. It's like you just keep going hard, like down, like more down the rabbit hole.
Totally.
Like the more quote unquote mainstream something becomes. There's always more avenues to get more freaky and weird and just shitty. We'll just start making just totally dirt miniatures,
and that's what I think.
Mold men,
yeah.
Because like I understand.
Terry hates his dirt men though.
I do hate my dirt men. Oh, they're so ugly, but they're funny, so they stay in the box. I understand that though. Like actually talking like and using music as a metaphor, like how much pop music has stolen from. Like I don't know if you want to use punk as an example, like punk in the 80s is like, wow, my kids, they're like, what are you listening to? Turn this crap off. And now it's just like you got so much, it's just like it kind of it like leaks in over time, and then they steal this and they steal that to be like, oh, pop culture is a little bit more edgy.
The big guy is always going to try and emulate things that are happening organically.
There's money here,
but there's
subcultures,
it's not gonna. You shouldn't let it ruin your experience.
No, totally. And I guess that's a good point. That is a good point where it's just like, well, fuck them if they do, kind of thing. If they try to, at least. But I do wonder. Remember what was it last year at Adepticon? John Margiana, Blood as Medium, when he won that gold
with the dreadnought. The insane stippled.
And it was so different of a style.
Yeah.
I always, like, as soon as that happened, I was like, dude, I wonder if they're trying to, like, test the waters and be like, oh, how was this accepted as a Golden Demon winner? To see if next year people would get more kind of grimy with it and think different with their paint jobs, just so they could start stepping away from the heavy metal style.
Status quo, yeah.
Because I think that the heavy metal style is kind of dated.
Well, the thing is, like we said, though, the heavy metal style is there to showcase the product.
Totally.
It highlights all of the small details. It lets you know exactly, what the model is and like what you're buying.
And that's true. But-
every little feature that you're paying for.
But they would want their models to look real sleek, and they do with the heavy metal paint style. But at a certain point, what if that paint style becomes dated itself and becomes kind of stale itself? They would want to go
I mean,
to
it
another.
is.
already at
It already is.
Well,
yeah.
totally. So, like,
Well,
when it-
in a financial standpoint, they statistically find out that paint style is not getting them sales
yeah,
anymore.
people are like, "Pfft, "This is so lame." And
And the
kindergarten."
blend shit-
I,
Jitsu
I,
method
I
will
don't know
sell.
how. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much that is a. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Does-
think- I
to
don't
me,
think
that
it's a-
doesn't sound realistic.
Talk
to
to me in 2 years, buddy.
Yeah, it's not an imminent fear, but yeah,
Hey, man, I would love to eat crow, but I don't. I just,
But
No,
even
no,
if,
no.
like-
I think
don't.
I think you're pretty much on target. It's like this, especially for the corporate stuff. It's not going to change crazy amounts, but I could see like other game systems getting wildly involved with like more grimdark and Ink 28 and just our community in general, and trying to push it. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do
yeah.
see like like Last War and all this kind of stuff. It's like very grim and grimy,
Right.
And it's obviously made for a specific audience of the collective us,
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. No.
I maybe not necessarily like grimdark, like TNP style. I don't know if that would ever grace
yeah.
the
I
cover
mean, he
of
was
a Gene Steel box,
Yeah. Sorry, Matt.
but no, yeah. I don't think Matt's waiting on bated breath for GW emails to come rolling in, but I could see like maybe they go away from a more heavy metal style to be like, oh, like take a look, this like OSL lighting that we have, like they've
Yeah.
never really
Yeah,
done like
yeah.
OSL stuff. So now all of a sudden there's like, high contrast like shadows and lights in the OSL that's like being shown on their new Blackstone Fortress box or something. And that would be a huge step away from where they are as a mini company.
do they
and-
not do OSL on there?
No.
I don't think so. Like, imagine a cover of a box, but it's like black background
Witch
and like
Hunter.
a guy, like you're just seeing like the full moon in the background. It's like a Cursed City box, and the guy's got like an OSL lantern that he's kind of. I mean, people would see that and be like, I want to paint like that.
I
Like
think
that's
they do
cool.
that with like photography on their website and stuff. That's about it. But it's not painted. I think it's like all just.
Yeah, maybe I don't even know if I've seen it there, but I believe you that it is though. But yeah, I wonder. I don't know. That's a good. I've never even thought of that.
Yeah.
Shit. That's
I
crazy.
don't know shit about Dick, dude. I don't like whatever. I'm just gonna roll with the punches and keep painting my weird little guy.
Anyways, to go back to his question though, because we were kind of going off of his question, fears and hopes.
Yeah.
hopes definitely for more events.
more people, just meeting more people, and like I've really that's like my favorite part is just meeting cool people and
My-
like stealing their art styles.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. Learning from cool
Yeah.
people.
yes, dude. Even just like having Berserker Bill here
Yeah.
and just learning new art shit from the way he does it. I would say my biggest fear is running out of steam. Always a fear in a lot of creative projects. Is hitting the roadblock, dude.
So hard that you just sell all your stuff.
No, I don't think I ever would.
Yeah.
I kept that box of orcs under my bed for years, and I didn't even know how to freaking paint.
Yeah.
I don't think I would hit a roadblock per se, but there's a point where things could become stale, and I understand that completely. And I
Right.
think that as like a creative person with other endeavors, like that happens. You hit those roadblocks,
Absolutely.
and it's about learning how to like navigate around them. Anyways,
question.
Gage, we got time for another silly one.
Yeah, we got, what do you think, 2?
Yeah, pop a couple in there.
Pop
Dude,
a
the
couple.
questions-
Okay, Smiling Wolf Workshop asks, why did I buy Johnsonville brats for dinner the other night?
dude.
We got in your fucking head.
Yeah, baby, because we're sellouts.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Hit up johnsonvillesubs.com or johnsonvillesausages.com and enter Terry10 for 10%
Johnsonville
off.
subs.
Yeah, get yourself some sausages. Dude, simple sausage wisdom on the grill in the backyard this year.
Oh, my God.
For sure.
Okay.
100. I think it's picking up.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. You guys get a feel of what it's like here in Hazardville.
They go by all the time.
Right. Doom and Apathy asks, favorite non-hobby or game activity to clear your head, unplug, or recharge?
Probably,
Reading.
You can read.
He's the only one.
Believe it or not.
I read every night before bed.
Really? What you been reading?
I've been reading Between Two Fires.
Oh, yeah, you were saying that. I want to check that out.
Between two
fuck-
ferns.
It's sick.
That's a great book.
It was something that was really cool that I've been like, if I can't conceptualize something in my mind about what I'm reading, like they're describing this monster, this beast in the book, and I'm like, they're using so many things to describe it, but it's from like a first person perspective of someone living in that time period. And I'm like, well, what the what does this look like? And I just Google searched it while I was reading, and 20 images came up.
Living dangerously like that, bro. You Google the name of some shit, and the first article will be like, how
No.
John Hackensack died.
I image fucking search that.
You're going to go, oh, well, fuck this book. I don't care anymore.
No.
Dude, I don't know. I think we've talked about this on this pod, but if the book gets spoiled, I don't really care. I'll still read it.
The book is about the journey.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
The second someone spoils something for me, I do not give a shit about the media anymore.
You're done.
I have
I'm
a hard
done.
time too, yeah.
Wow.
My
I try
immersion,
not to be like that, but I am really
my immersion's
like that.
gone. I don't care.
I don't know.
Playing video games, though, is like another like brain off
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Or
Reading
like,
video games. I like to walk a lot.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, that's just like a thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just walk around. I'd be walking around.
Yeah.
Love walking around.
I guess I sewing, but that's like also a job, but that's a good like just brain turn off thing for me.
dude, I sewed yesterday. I repaired my crow shirt.
So proud of you.
That's
dude.
been like, I've had it for like probably over 10 years now.
Fuck yeah.
And it's been falling apart horribly. And I finally like fixed some of the big holes. And then Haley's looking at it and she's like, why'd you do that? And I'm like, oh, I thought I did like kind of a good job. And she goes, yeah, but like you should have stitched it inside out because you can just see these awful seams.
Oh no, dude.
And I was like, oh shit.
Classic t-shirt mistake. It's okay. It's cool.
I don't care.
It's
It's,
a cool
it's like a
aesthetic.
nighttime shirt. it's
Yeah,
like a
it's-
2XL like big boy shirt.
Here's the thing, man. It's
room
probably
to grow.
looks really cool.
Yeah. And it's your own. It's
Yeah.
one of a kind.
Yeah,
Which is the most
yeah.
important part.
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone wear that same shirt because it's from an eBay user that was definitely from another country, just bootlegging them out of their
That's cool.
garage.
That's
Yeah,
so
that's
cool.
the best.
Yeah.
It's the best
So
for boots. Gage, what do you do for fun?
For non-hobby stuff?
Yeah.
PC gaming.
Yeah, I live on the computer. I've been trying not to, though. Honestly, for me, going to shows. That's like my one activity that I can always fall back on.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, something's got to be playing at the Middle East tonight, or maybe I'll go to New Haven and see what's going on. There's always something, and the beauty of being in Connecticut, I'm
What are you going to tomorrow?
I'm an hour and a half from fucking everything.
Isn't Cannibal Corpse tomorrow?
You're going to St. Vitus tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow chained.
Oh, okay.
Who else is playing that show?
The world
When's
is
the Cannibal Corpse show?
Wild. I
don't know.
didn't know that was still a
I haven't
band.
been
I know.
Wild.
Yeah,
Who's in the band now? I don't know. We could talk about this off mic.
yeah.
But wow, dude.
That's a weird two bands to be playing.
Yeah, it
together.
is a
Yeah.
weird two bands to be playing together.
They
They're
love
on
each other
tour.
too, which
They're
is
doing
very
like
weird.
5 days.
Wild, dude. Wild. That's a name I haven't heard in a bit.
That's a name I haven't done
When's,
in a long time.
When's that Connecticut show with Frozen Soul, Cannibal Corpse, and
End of the month?
Obituary? Oh, I thought it was this
And
weekend.
this month?
No, I don't
I'll go
think
see
so.
Cannibal Corpse again.
It's
fucking-
$80.
It's so
$80.
much money.
What is it again? Cannibal
Yes.
Corpse, Frozen Soul, Obituary,
Amon Amarth.
and Amon.
I will go home by that point.
Yeah,
but-
I
Oh,
don't-
You guys
are you
going
fun?
on-
I would 100% watch Amon Amarth.
Yeah, are you kidding me, bro?
no.
Everyone's gonna sit down and go row, row, row while a Viking screams at you.
I will be
Yeah.
in my car driving home.
No, you won't, because Oakdale traffic will be insane.
That'd be
That's
a pretty
true.
fun show.
Well, you might get out before the traffic.
Yeah, probably not.
Damn.
Tyler, did you finish? Sorry. Anything else besides sewing?
I garden. We started gardening
Yeah,
again. That's pretty
baby.
cool. I don't know, man. Listen to the little mice around my house scratching.
Oh no!
Gotta get the mice.
No,
just to
not
have-
anymore. Not anymore.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm kidding. No, they're all gone.
Dude, that's
Moved
the
on.
They're dead.
No, they moved on.
My least favorite thing is when you're sleeping and you wake up and then it's just a sound. The sound of scratching.
Infuriating.
I thought I killed all of you. I get so mad. I get so mad, and I'm like, I gotta reset all the traps tomorrow.
I only ever hear mine when I'm on the toilet.
Cool.
Nothing's
Nice.
worse
Not bad.
than
Literally.
going down.
I'm trapped
I'll
in this
fucking
moment.
help you. literally.
But
Tell,
I'm-
I'm
tell me.
defenseless
I'll
in this
come to your-
moment and
I'll
trapped.
come
and-
to your house. I'll get you all sorted out.
Phil, come here. I can hear them in the walls.
Nothing's worse than having cats that don't do anything about mice.
And you think that they're just going to smell up the house and then the mice won't come around, but they don't. The mice
No,
are
the mice
just
don't
like,
care.
it's fine.
Yeah, like, whatever,
These
dude.
guys
Dude,
suck.
they like look at each other. I've seen KW looking at a mouse. And he's just like, what the fuck is
Oh, I
this
love
thing?
that. It's a little mouse. Or it's a little cat, I mean.
Yuna grabs them alive very, very gently, brings them to wherever we are, and then just lets them go in the room we're in.
Oh, that's sweet.
You're like,
brought you
thanks.
this.
Yeah, great. And now it's freaking out.
When I was living in New Britain, I like woke up one night and my cat was just like flipping a mouse up in the air, and you could just see its little body just like hit the ground, and it would scurry a little bit, and then they would like bat it against the wall. And they
poor
weren't
little
doing
thing.
anything to
Yeah.
it. They were just like, "Oh, cool! Thanks for the new toy, Mom and Dad. This is amazing. This one moves on its own." Yeah, I would say for hobbies that aren't hobby related,
You got a lot.
I mean, I don't know.
You're a talented
Bird
guy.
watching.
Bird watching.
Bird watching, I do love.
Watercolors,
Watercolors,
making music.
making
stuff
noise
like that.
music,
Making music's
Yeah.
definitely
ambient music.
The thing is, you get into just
Gardening.
enough stuff in your life that whatever you feel like doing in the moment.
What
that's
happened to
what you'll
that
do.
trail that you were making behind your house?
It's still there. I'm going to extend it this year. So last year I extended it. I don't know how far I got because I had to like cut down little saplings and like work
Yeah.
around things and rake it all. And I made like a little border. So I probably went like, what would you say, like 100 feet? I don't know, like down a hill. My backyard is all woods, but it's like a steep slope.
So you got to do a
It's
switch,
really hard.
switch back all the way down.
So that's what I did. I did the first switch, and then I got to a point where I was like, I'm going to stop here, and then in the spring, I'm going to pick it back up and do the next switch. And then I think like each year, I'm going to try and go like a little bit further and build up little areas down
That's
there.
so sick.
It's going to be fun. And there's so much trash back there because like they owned the house in like the 70s, so they were just like, oh, garbage, cool, get it out of here.
Yeah.
It could go in the backyard that nobody's ever going to use. But it's like hunks of asphalt and shit. So
Yeah.
I'm using those to like make steps and stuff with.
Now,
So-
could you build it potentially all the way down to the river?
Oh, that's it. Yeah. That's like what I would like to do is to like slowly build it down and then like maybe create some steps because it gets really steep right by the river. But then once I'm down there, that road is blocked off.
Oh.
And so it's just like river that I could like find a little hole to sit in, fucking cooler a beer, dude.
After walking your ass all the way down there?
Yeah. And then the worst part is then
Going
you gotta
back
walk
up.
back up.
You gotta get like one of those ski things. Like get a
ski lift.
Yeah, you get
Or like a chair, like the old ladies have on the stairs.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
you get a winch setup that's like a remote operation, and it's just
Yeah, yeah.
attached to a chair that gets just like pulled right
I
up.
get one of those Batman things that I can shoot up
grappling
in my house.
gun? Yeah,
Grappling
dude.
hook, and I can pull myself up with that.
That's a sick
Or a
hobby.
line that has a little
Grappling
bucket in it,
hooks.
and then you tug on it, and it just calls your wife to reel you back in.
Yeah. I will say, if any listener out there wants just another hobby that takes zero effort and zero time and zero money, bird watching is by far the greatest hobby of all time. There are just birds. They're just there, and you can and you look at them.
And they're all government.
and
You don't have to own them.
You don't have to
keep
own them. There's a free app called Merlin that's put out by the Cornell University, and you could just be like, this is what colors I saw, and they'll show you pictures and be like, was this it? Was this it? Was this it? And you go, that was the bird. And now forever you will know what that bird is. And you will just be like, ah, cool. And now I know bird songs, I know bird types, I know like bird families and shit.
It's kind of cool.
It costs
Here's a
$0.
neat trick is take your phone and record a bird song and then just play it back and make the birds go fucking crazy.
Really?
Depressed, just wishing they had a friend. And
I think I hear a
I
bird.
wasn't thinking about that I was, doing emotional terrorism to that.
Yeah, you are.
Cyberbullying birds.
the birds are screaming, I'm looking for a mate, I'm single, and you're just
Finally.
screaming it back.
I finally found a one true love. Just flies right into your glass window.
Dude, a bird flew into my fucking office window the other day. I felt so bad. He just like hit it and it was like, "Ugh," and then he just flew away.
Yeah, they're pretty resilient. They got to hit pretty hard, but sometimes they be flying fast.
Yeah.
And when they smack it good,
They smack it great. You think we got time for one more?
One more and
I
then
want to
we're
say a
done.
silly one, but there were a lot of silly.
There were a lot of
ones.
silly ones, but this one I think we have to answer.
Okay.
Witchhammer Studio asks, hobby is humiliation ritual. Are we just setting ourselves up for Illuminati-esque power, or is it just some sort of grimdark god laughing at us as we toil our corporeal appendages to bone in the futile pursuits of our own fabled reality?
It's
Yeah.
definitely the second one.
Damn, read that question again, Gage, real quick. I didn't quite get it.
Faster though.
Are we just setting ourselves up for the Illuminati-esque power, or is it just some sort of grimdark god laughing at us as we toil our corporeal appendages to bone in the futile pursuits of our own fabled reality?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Sure.
2. Number 2.
To both of them? The first one you choose is the Illuminati power,
Yes.
Or-
hobby is humiliation ritual.
or a dark god.
We're setting ourselves up for Illuminati-esque power. Or is there a grimdark god laughing at us as we
I
toil?
wish there was a cool
Wait, are we
God.
are we saying what our humiliation hobby ritual is, and then those are the results?
No.
This question is above our pay grade.
Yeah,
sounds
this
like.
doesn't make
man.
sense.
It's a great question.
I'm gonna say
No, it
number
makes
2.
sense. I think we're,
This is
we're
a-
just too
It's also
stupid
hard
it.
for 11 o'clock at
I
night.
was going to say, this is a 3 a.m. Johnny question.
Yeah, but I like it.
We're not there yet.
Johnny, go to
Yeah.
bed.
Johnny, go to bed. All right.
Listener, also go to bed.
Yeah, good night. We're all going to sleep.
Sleep tight.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Hive Scum. If you aren't already part of the community, check us out at the In Rust We Trust Discord, which you can find down in the description below. If you have questions you'd like to ask us, you can find our Instagrams down below as well. Or feel free to ask away on the Discord. We also have plenty of extra content and other perks available to our patrons on Patreon. So if you're interested in helping us keep doing what we're doing, then you can find that description below as well. Until next time, folks, keep it grimdark and keep it grimy. Peace.